guys, welcome back to another video, Maz 777 Naturals. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, then do consider subscribing. Okay, we're going straight into this video today, but first I wanted to tell you about the hair. It's still in. It is still in, guys. It has been 15 days that I have had this hairstyling, and I think it's the longest time that I've had a styling, but I wanted to get my money's worth, so that's why it's still in, still okay. To be honest with you, I was going to take it out today, which is Saturday, but I did a friend's hair yesterday and she was saying, oh, you can still keep it in. So I was like, okay. So I just kind of greased it up, sprayed my scalp and everything. Let me show you the back. See the back, guys? The back is kind of, as I said in the other video, the back has come loose, but it's still survived. Still surviving. 15 days later. So today's video is about why are my locks bumpy. And this video was in my list of to-do videos, but when my friend came yesterday and she was doing the back of my hair, actually she was trying to twist the ones that are sweated out in the sun, but I told her just to leave it, but she did a couple of them. And she came across a bumpy lock, so I said, well, everybody's locks are unique. Everybody's locks are different. Some are bumpy, some are smooth, and I just wanted to discuss it with you guys, what you thought of bumpy locks. Do you have bumpy locks? And I wanted to show you the lock which she saw, which was bumpy, which is this one. You see that, guys? You can see that very well on camera. That is what she was talking about. That is one of my bumpy locks. And on clear inspection, it is a lock that I put some, I think I put kinky hair around it, and I didn't really do a very good job. So hence why it's a bit bumpy. So the point was that when this lock grew, then I would cut it from the bumpy part, but it's still there. Can you see that terrible bump there? So what I might do is use the crochet hook to try and smooth it out a little bit, because I've been trying to palm roll it, but it's not really working. But I'm going to show you some examples of bumpy locks coming up now. So like I said, all locks are unique. We all have different types of locks, some of us, and I think the reason being as well is down to your hair texture. Some of us have softer hair textures than others. So when the locks start to form and they mature, sometimes they can form bumps in them, but that's just your natural kink in your hair, what forms along the locks. I think in the first, let me see, I think the first couple of years of my lock journey, my locks was a little bit bumpy, but that's the budding stage. So it will start to bud and then eventually it will smooth out. And even now my locks are not perfect, but this one is probably one of the smoothest locks. You can see, you see that? But they're all different. If you click above, you can watch my locks up close and personal, and I show you different, my locks is like all different shapes and sizes. They might have all started off, because when you first start your locks, they seem to be all the same size, but they all grow and develop at different stages. So, and shall I mention it? I said I was never going to mention this in a video, but this is part of my journey, so I have to mention it. Some of you guys know about my colouring. Experience. There she goes again, talking about the colour. But guys, come on, I have to share that with you because that is an experience that I will never forget. And for those of you who are new to this channel, I coloured my locks, and you can click above and watch that video of colour damage. So basically, when I had my colour, I noticed that some of the coloured part of the locks was going bumpy, and I think that was due to the fact that it was kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of disintegrating, basically. It was kind of basically on its way out. So they would like bunch up and then they would thin. And so, as you know the story, I cut those locks off. I mean, my locks wasn't like this length, like for last year, it was kind of here. But I'll link that video above if you want to watch that particular video of my lock damage video when I had my hair coloured. I'm not against colouring. If you want to colour your locks, that's down to you. I'm just talking about my individual experience with colouring. So, you know, it's your choice, but I'm not going to colour my locks again unless it's a washing one, or you know, something I can just wash out. It's not going to damage my locks, my hair. So let's talk about the 5 stages of locks now. So the 5 stages of locks, we have the starter lock stage. That's when you first start your locks. You start with 2-strand twist, or you start with coils, or back combing if you are going to be a freeformer. And that's when your locks are all shiny, smooth, whatever. And that's the starter locks. So yeah, the starter locks, just make sure like you keep your hair clean despite popular belief that you don't wash your hair when you've got starter locks. You do. I did. You know, I didn't at first, at the very beginning, I must admit I didn't, because everybody said, oh, you don't wash your locks because it would make it all come out. You just put a stocking cap and just wash your hair, you know. I believe when you wash your hair, keep it clean, it helps with the process, the budding and everything. It helps with it. So that's my opinion, to wash it. Number 2 is the budding stage. As we were discussing earlier in the video about the budding stage. That's when your locks begin to entwine and form and mesh together, and that's when you probably will see bumps and all sorts sticking up everywhere. And a lot of people, which I hate, I don't like it. I don't like when people say this particular word. That's my personal opinion. If you don't like what I'm gonna say, then you stick with the word. But I don't like it, and that's the ugly stage. Don't like that stage. There's no ugly stage. Okay, you might get a messy stage where your locks are like all over the place, but there's nothing ugly about it, because it's how you make it, it's how you style it. You know, your hair might be sticking all over the place. Just fling on a scarf and rock it that way. you know, put a scarf on, bunch it up. I've seen so many girls when their hair is like that funny in between stage, they put clips in it. Scarves in it. When I used to get to that stage where I couldn't control my hair, I would put it in little china bumps, right? Put it in little china bumps, coiled all neatly round, and then I'll just let it out and it will be all curly. I don't think I've got any pictures. If I have a picture, I'll put it in the video, but it'll be all nice and just funky all over the place. Just embrace whatever stage you're at. So that's 2, the budding stage, not the ugly stage. Stop it, stop saying that. Rant over. Okay, so number 3, that is the teen stage. That's when your locks is like, you're on your way now, you're on your way. You know, you might have a bit of hang time. Your buds are really properly forming. Your locks will be more puffy, more fuller. That's the stage I used to love, that stage. You know, it's almost there. You're almost at the end, but it depends on your hair texture. Not everybody's hair performs the same. Some people, their hair will just be boom, smooth straight away. Some people's will be like blow out, and it will be like all little bits of hair sticking out here and there. Drop in the comments below if your hair, how was your hair at that budding stage, that teen stage, when it was just like, it was locks but it wasn't quite locks. So just, you know, like I said, everyone's hair texture is different. Everyone's hair is going to mature differently. Some people's form their locks straight away, like boom. Like when they start their locks, it's like they've had it for ages and it starts to grow nicely. Other people's, it's different. Some people don't go for that puffy stage. My friend, she started with 2-strand twists, and her hair seemed to form very quickly. It seemed to form very quickly in a lock over I don't know if it was because she had 2-strand twists for a while, but her locks formed quickly, in my opinion. Even at that teen stage, your locks will be still squidgy. It's still like, you can still, even at that stage, you'll probably be able to still unpick it if you wish, if you so wish. But yeah, that's number 3, the teen stage. The next stage is number 4, the mature stage. Now you're really in it. You're really in it. Each lock is firmly, tightly meshed together. You've got lots of hang time. You might still have little bits of hair sticking out, but don't be alarmed. Those hair will form and go into the locking time. Don't mess around with your hair at this stage. Don't start getting scissors and snipping the hair. Don't do that. Don't. Leave it alone. Because if you do that, your locks will get thin. So just leave it, guys. Leave that hair alone. Just leave it. Let it do its thing. Let it just mesh together. It will do all in good time. The final stage, what I call the well-matured stage. You're proper now. You're really in that mature lock stage. Your locks are fully developed. You can wash your hair and it doesn't unravel. You've got your locks are fully entwined. You've got no loose bits. It's just coming on nicely. It's growing. It's hanging down, swinging down your back, whatever you want at that stage. At that well-matured stage, you may find that the ends may be a bit fragile. You might get a bit of breakage. Don't be alarmed. How to ease that is to just trim it. And all those people if you are not into cutting locks, then sorry, but I trim my locks from time to time, because sometimes you get certain locks. I might even be able to show you one. Let me see if I can find one for you. Like this one. See this? This is like it's gonna come off. It's coily. It looks like it might come off. So every so often, I'm not saying that you have to get scissor happy and go crazy and stop chopping your locks every week, or chopping your locks every 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, like you would do if you was a loose natural or if you had relaxer or something like that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, if you find that your locks are looking a bit scraggy and you find you're getting some thin parts in the lock, just trim it. Just a gentle trim, nothing major. Just trim it gently and you'll be fine. That is, see, this part of the lock is the beginning. This is where my locks started. This is the beginning. This was here once upon a time. It was there. And now it's down here. It's down there. So this bit's getting tired. It's growing and it's getting tired. It's like, oh, I'm done. So you just give it a little snip and you're away. So yes guys, so that is the 5 stages of locks, and that is my experience of the 5 stages of locks. Your experience might be different. You might have had a wild stage, you know, but my stages of locks was different. You know, I had that stage, guys. I had that stage where my hair looked wild, but I just stuck with it. You know, one thing I know is that locks gives you patience. It gives you patience. You know, it makes you be patient, because it takes time to cultivate locks. It takes time to look after locks. Despite what people say that it's a low maintenance. Yes, it is a low maintenance hairstyle. It is. You know, but at the same time, if you neglect it, then it will break. Just like I neglected my hair a little bit when I had it coloured. I didn't give the right treatments as I should have done. But as I said, just embrace your journey. You know, embrace your journey. As long as you're looking after your locks, using the right products, you shouldn't have a problem. You should be fine. So just enjoy it. So guys, I hope you liked that video. I hope I didn't go off on a tangent, as I sometimes tend to do. Share your experience in the comments below. You know, I love reading your comments. You guys just you just send me some good comments, and a lot of your comments are helpful to me. You know, just because I've had my locks for over nearly 20 years now, doesn't mean that I know everything. I just share what I know, that it can help you and stop you from making the silly mistakes that I've made during my time of my locks, and hope it, you know, it helps you. That's why I got this channel, to help stop people from making the silly mistakes that I've made. So yes guys, drop your comments below, share, because you don't know who you can help. So as always, I don't want to be rabbiting on. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification bell and share this video. You never know who it might help. So as always guys, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and stay uniquely you. And I'll see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.